Minnesota Gov. Mark Dayton appointed Lieutenant Gov. Tina Smith on Wednesday to replace fellow Democratic Sen. Al Franken until a special election in November, setting up his longtime and trusted advisor for a potentially bruising 2018 election. Smith was widely seen as Dayton's top choice from the moment Franken announced his resignation last week. But her previous decision not to run for governor had raised questions about whether she would want to launch a Senate campaign that would be in the national spotlight. Smith told reporters Wednesday that she intends to run to complete Franken's term through 2020. "I can tell you I shouldn't be underestimated, and if I weren't confident I wouldn't be doing this," she said. It's not clear when Smith will head to Washington. Franken, who resigned under pressure from his own party after he was accused of improper behavior by at least 8 women, announced last Thursday that he would resign in the coming weeks. His office said Tuesday that he had not yet set a final departure date. The appointment won't change the balance of power in the Senate. Smith, 59, served as Dayton's trusted chief of staff for 4 years before ascending to become his No. 2 when he needed a running mate in 2014. Dayton has long treated her as an equal in the office, and it was that deference that fueled speculation she was being groomed to succeed him. Key events related to allegations of sexual misconduct by Minnesota Democratic Sen. Al Franken, November 16. A Los Angeles radio anchor accuses Franken of forcibly kissing her while they were rehearsing during a 2006 USO tour. KABC anchor Leanne Tweeden also made public a photo that shows Franken smiling. Key events related to allegations of sexual misconduct by Minnesota Democratic Sen. Al Franken, November 16. A Los Angeles radio anchor accuses Franken of forcibly kissing her while they were rehearsing during a 2006 USO tour. KABC anchor Leanne Tweeden also made public a photo that shows Franken smiling. Smith's path to politics was unconventional. A native of New Mexico, she graduated from Stanford and earned an MBA from Dartmouth. A marketing job with General Mills brought her to Minnesota, where she eventually started her own marketing and political consulting firm. She managed Ted Mondale's unsuccessful campaign for governor in 1998, then ran the short-lived 2002 Senate campaign for his dad, former Vice President Walter Mondale. Smith served as chief of staff to Minneapolis Mayor R.T. Ryback before eventually taking the same job with Dayton in 2011. Smith, a soft-spoken, smiling presence at the Capitol, is credited with playing quiet but key roles in the response to the 2007 bridge collapse in Minneapolis and in the building of a new Vikings stadium. Dayton made her his point person on a massive public-private partnership to work with Mayo Clinic on an ambitious expansion in Rochester. Next year's race to fill the final 2 years of Franken's term is certain to be one of the nation's most closely watched and expensive, and Dayton was under pressure from fellow Democrats in Washington to ensure his pick would use the appointment as a springboard for that election. Republicans immediately floated former 2-term Gov.